If your name will come with Z, then it means you are going to be
Jimbo la Bungoma kwa kuidhinishwa siku ya leo na IEBC kubeba bendera ya Azimio kama mgombezi wa kiti cha useneta. Heshima kubwa sana ya kwamba kuna wengi ambao wanatafuta kura hii. Tarehe 8 kuna wengi watakuwa naomba kiti hiki cha useneta. Hakuna yule aliye na ukomavu na aliyo na ukakamavu wa kutekeleza majukumu ya seneta wa jimbo hili kuliko mheshimiwa Uhuru. Wakati huu pia tunataka Wakenya wajue ya kwamba tunahitaji a strong opposition. Na mimi juzi nimekaribishwa na mheshimiwa Raila Odinga kirasmi kwa upinzani to oversight this government, to defend devolution, sababu kazi kubwa ya senator ni kutetea ugatuzi. Nasema hivyo sababu tayari imeonekana wazi serikali hii haina haja na ugatuzi. Serikali hii kwa mara ya kwanza kwa miaka 10 imeondoa wizara ya ugatuzi na hata ku downgrade hiyo wizara kuwa idara. Inamaanisha tusipotetea ugatuzi, devolution is in danger. Walisema wakiingia bei ya vyakula itashuka. Walisema wakiingia bei ya mafuta itashuka. Wameingia siku 100 karibu kwisha, gharama ya maisha inaenda juu zaidi.
To announce that I have been cleared to run for Bungoma senatorial seat. Yes, I am confident that I am the best, being the best option for the people of Bungoma. I will get elected as senator come the 8th. I want to appeal that we maintain peace during the 2 things that I want to state very clearly. One is that based on my experience as the most experienced among all the candidates, one that has been around, have spoken for the people, have record for speaking for the people. I have a record for having steered this constituency for 4 terms, 20 years as a member of parliament. When my competitors do not have such, I think I'm best placed to represent Bungoma County. Bungoma is a great county. It requires a great representative, a great leader, and also requires, someone who can protect resources for Bungoma, someone who can ensure that there is strong oversight. I am sure that my competitors, my opponents, none of them has the ability to offer what I'm talking about.
Lakini sasa hivi kama ile interview ya nje explain what has happened and that's one. Sijali tuchukue interview ndio tunaongoja twende ile side. Ndio magari si mwakai side na noise kwa kidogo. Nataka tu apate interview na ama
basically what we've been doing with the strength that we have, and with officers distributed amongst various way bridges, and then having mobile way bridge operations, we've been able to rein on the short distance or the local transporters who are majorly not using the regional trunk road network. And we have been very strict on enforcement. When a transporter has been detained having been overloaded, we normally take them to court, and the fines, and we follow up through the court process to ensure that the due process has been undertaken. Just to mention something is that, like for instance here at Juja Way Bridge, there are some transporters who have a notion that we only direct those vehicles that are 3.5 tons tear weight. It is not tear weight. I want to correct that. The law requires the gross vehicle weight of 3,500 kilograms of vehicles requires to be directed for weighing at the weighbridge.
But one of the biggest challenges we are facing is vehicles that are moving without number plates on our roads. Some of them go to the extent of removing the insurance stickers, the issues of the NTSA stickers. Some of them are even removing those plates, chassis plates. So that vehicle becomes practically impossible to be identified when it is detected to have an overload. So we go at an extent of using the police officers to try and identify such kind of vehicles for us to be able to charge the owners and the drivers for that kind of violations.
Actually, paved roads are more or less 1,500 kilometers. And actually we are having 4 road classification. We are having national roads, district road class 1, district road class 2, and unspecified roads, unclassified roads, sorry. And all of them cover almost 32,000 kilometers. So I would like to add as well that a study was conducted in terms of weighbridge, and the study determined around 8 locations that need a weighbridge. So among these 8, 2 are under implementation, and we believe that in the next year we'll be having a weighbridge fully operational. Thank you.
How many way?
Now we don't have any weighbridge. That's why actually we came here to learn from Kenya experience so that we can be able to implement in accordance to the international standards. What I can say is that there are things that cannot be learned on internet or in books. So there are things that need physical presence. There are things that need to be seen, you know. So this is what we did. We conduct a number of visits to different way bridges, being static, way in motions, and actually we learn a lot. So now the ball is on our side. We have this assignment of implementing some of these infrastructure in our country.
We see that Athi River cluster is more or less abused because we have the source of building construction materials coming to Nairobi. Nairobi is an expanding place, so most of the building materials come from the nearby areas. So there is actually a trend to try to overload vehicles, especially those carrying the loose construction materials. And that also we have managed because we realize it's a challenge. And that's where you have the close partnership of the truckers helping to have the information resident with the transporters that yes, we don't need to overload our highways, we need them for our today and also for tomorrow. Through the RMLF, the Road Maintenance Levy Fund, Kenha receives about 22 billion to do the maintenance of the roads, and that's also the money which also comes in to do the way bridge management. It costs the country about 3 billion Kenya shillings to manage on an annual basis only the Kenha network. But you see now, we also transcend to other public roads. That means a lot more resources is needed to do way bridge management to curb the incident of overloading on other networks. So it's actually a huge price for the country to pay if the overloading issue is not addressed. And we are appealing to each and every Kenyan to take patriotic steps to help in overloading so that we save our roads for our own good.
As a weighbridge manager, the challenge that is there mainly is on the issue of transporters, and not many of them who are not willing to comply with the rules that have been put in place in terms of enforcement. But as the engineer in charge has rightly indicated, we are engaging sensitization of the transporters so that all parties can be brought on board in terms of awareness.
We have a very strong code of conduct for our members. If our member is found to be harassing the weighbridge staff or any official, not only the weighbridge staff, any government official, we have a reporting mechanism where we get to, I think punishment would be the best word, or we have very punitive measures that we take against our members, including banning them from our association, because it doesn't augur well for our image.